What's up, you guys? Thank you for clicking on this video. So as you can tell by the title and the thumbnail, we have some new, crazy, actual official Earthspark news this time for, I guess you could say, quote-unquote, Season 4, even though it's just two, extended episodes or something like that. But we have a 30-second trailer that released yesterday, and we also have some CG cartoon model renders that people in the community got their hands on. I have no idea how this got put out, but we have some character models to look at, and we have a trailer to break down and discuss in this video. So sit on back, grab a snack, and listen to me ramble. So let's talk about this 30-second teaser first for the two episodes that are going to be releasing December 5th. So just in a couple weeks, we're finally going to get some sort of I guess you could say maybe a closure to Earthspark, but I don't know. It seems like they intended to do more episodes, so I mean, we're really just gonna have to wait and see. And plus, I'm not entirely sure what's going on in this story because I did not watch season 3. And I can't remember if I finished season 2 or not. I might have gone like halfway through and then I just stopped watching it because I lost interest or something. But yeah, just to warn you guys for this video, when I'm talking about the trailer, I have no idea what's going on apart from what is shown here, which actually does look pretty cool. So let's get right down to it. So you got Optimus looking distraught. You got what looks to be a zombie army for all the heroes to just lay some hate to in the final battle, which is very typical Transformers. You got an explosion going on. You get some team shots of the kids and the Terrans. You got Megatron punching Starscream. You got LIEGE MAXIMO over this pink thing. You got the parents looking all shocked at something. You got Optimus Prime shooting this big cannon. Looks like it might be from his trailer or something. I don't know. You got LIEGE MAXIMO looking like an absolute badass. This design is so cool. It looks like his G2 design mixed with freaking MCU Ultron. It is so crazy. You got another team shot of Shockwave, Swindle, Skywarp, Hot Rod this time, which is dope. It looks like Skullcruncher. Is that, who is that back there? Who's that big bot? I can't remember his name. But you got... Why does it look like... Oh, Hardtop and Swindle, yeah. And then... what was the name of that new Seeker? Was it Nova Storm or something like that? And then this tentacle dude, I don't know who that is. Then you got Hot Rod in vehicle form, drifting it looks like. And this design is heavily based off of his IDW car mode, it looks like. Which, if that's true, if it's not a coincidence, which I kind of doubt it is, that's pretty awesome. You got Hometown Heroes, Legacy of Hope. Those are the names of the two episodes that are going to be dropping December 5th. You got LIEGE MAXIMO throwing up his sword. It looks like it might be the Star Saber, but I don't know. It kind of looks like a different design enough to be some form of another weapon or artifact for Maximo to use in the show. You never know, because lore with Transformers differs from each iteration in cartoons. So this could be the Star Saber, it could be something completely different, who knows. LIEGE MAXIMO throwing down with Optimum Pride, and he's like, give me the Matrix. So it seems like he's going to be like the big final boss of Earthspark to wrap things up, which is an interesting choice. You know, we really haven't seen that since... was it IDW? Didn't they make IDW LIEGE MAXIMO some big bad final boss in a comic storyline? I can't remember, but definitely like the big storyline has been since G2. So, I mean, it's nice to see LIEGE MAXIMO get some official story and just love in the Transformers franchise in modern times, because he is a really interesting Prime and his character designs are always on point, whether it's G2 or IDW or now Earthspark here or aligned continuity even. So I mean he's just a really intriguing character. He's one of those villains and Primes and Transformers that everyone loves for one reason or another, and he's like stabbing Optimus Prime. And it looks like he's trying to pry the Matrix out of him, which this looks like it's going to be an interesting fight. And this dude, bro, LIEGE MAXIMO looks so badass. If this is based off of his Legacy, or not Legacy, Age of the Primes leader class coming out in a few months, dude, That might be one of the best leader class figures Hasbro has ever made. I'm already putting Onyx Prime and the Fallen up there with some of the best leader classes, but if it's like this or a bit more G2 inspired, because I don't know, seems like they're taking from the original source material and then they're taking from aligned continuity and mashing the two designs together with a lot of these 13 Prime releases. So it really can go either way, but if it's anything like this design here, I'm sold. I'm definitely buying that figure. Starscream shooting stuff. You got the Terrans tending to Bumblebee. Looks like he's hurt. You got the Terrans and one of the kids doing something in the city. You got LIEGE MAXIMO again with a big, huge cannon looking like an absolute robo badass, bro. I'm so excited for this guy. Such a great choice using him as a villain. Y'all know me on the channel. I've been a bit critical over the last couple years on Earthspark. You know, I thought Season 1 was solid, really cool. Season 2 kind of lost me. I really lost interest after that because they reverted a lot of things story-wise that would have made, you know, an interesting future for the cartoon. But this is really reeling me back in, having LIEGE MAXIMO as the final big bad villain. Optimus with his axe, and then Transformers Earthspark logo. So yeah, this was a solid teaser. It really gave off a lot of new characters. LIEGE MAXIMO as the villain, which is dope. I'm actually really looking forward to these 2 episodes. It's making me actually want to catch up on all the stuff that I've missed with Earthspark, which I probably will before this comes out. I don't know, gotta see how things turn out, but, you know, this does look really solid. Now let's talk about some character models that somehow people in the fandom got their hands on. Let's talk about my guy Mirage first, one of my favorite G1 designs and characters and color palettes ever in Transformers, and they're doing this guy justice. He looks like he's straight out of Transformers Prime, which is kind of, you know, a lot of Earthspark and Cyberverse because it's that stylized 3D cartoon animation that it's basically the same as Prime, so it's that similar aesthetic. So, I mean, if this figure gets a deluxe, bro, I hope this Mirage gets a deluxe because I really like this design. It kind of looks like his movie design just a little bit, but I don't know, I'm kind of also getting like IDW Mirage vibes. Obviously a little G1 inspired. You know, it kind of just seems like they're throwing a little bit of everything together here. But it's really different from the original design that was teased in that I can't remember if it was a leak or if it was an official like poster planning thing that came out. I remember I covered it on the channel either earlier this year or late last year, where it was like more episodes of Earthspark and they showed off designs of Mirage and stuff, and it's really different. They're pulling a Transformers Prime Ultra Magnus here, and 2 very different but also similar designs. So if we get deluxes of both of these designs, I prefer the one that they're seemingly going with for the actual cartoon. But if they do one of this original design that was previewed here, I would get both deluxes. Like, these are both really solid designs, but I am more in favor of this new one here. It is really sick. And then Hot Rod here, he's cool, but he's not really one that I'm like jumping at the bits for. He's decent. But I don't know, just something about him is just a bit boring and bland. You know, if it was something, you know, G1 inspired, but like extremely different to the point where it just looks so cool and badass, like what they did with Mirage here, I would be a bit more surprised and like taken aback and amazed by the design. But, you know, it's just more so G1 Hot Rod with some slightly different detailings here and there. It basically just looks like Cyberverse Hot Rod, just slightly different here and there with some of the details. Like, that's why I'm not really too like amazed by this design. If it was a bit more different, I would have been more surprised and you know, more open to this, but it's just kind of more of the same to me. I don't really care for it. And then lastly here, my guy LIEGE MAXIMO, bro. The amount of aura that is oozing off of this CG render here is absolutely melting my heart, bro. Like, this is amazing. This is peak. Everything from the cape to the horns on his head to his MCU Ultron face. It is crazy. I would not be surprised if the makers of Earthspark come out one day and they're like, yes, we got inspired by MCU Ultron for the head design, because it almost looks dead on. in terms of the face and the mouth area. So yeah, this is definitely my favorite design so far in all of Earthspark, I'd say. Actually, it's between him and probably Mirage of my two favorites. Like, those are really solid. But yeah, guys, let me know down below what y'all think about the Earthspark teaser trailer and these new character designs here. Yeah, guys, thank you for watching this video. Catch y'all in the next one. Bye.